Good afternoon, everybody, and by everybody, I mean Frank. Good afternoon, Frank. How are you? I don't know if everybody else is sleeping or what everybody's got going on right now, but Frank, how's your day, man? We'll just, till these guys start to roll in here, how's your day going, Frank? Oh, we got Alexis. We've got good news. We're new in the chat as well. We got a lot of guys rolling in here now. All right. You were late. I was not late, dude. It's 4. My clock's saying 4. Well, it says 4:02 right now, but, crap. Theoretically, I might have been late because it says I've been live for 1:10, and, my clock's showing 4:02. Do the math. Let's see if I still came in the 4 o'clock hour. I got to see when that clicks over. Minute 20. Minute 20. Is it going to reach 2 minutes there at all? Minute 30. Dude, technically, no. I could have clicked it right before it went 4:02. Yeah, I could have clicked it right before it went 4:01. It was still at 4 o'clock hour. 1:45. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely clicked that. Yeah. I was not late, dude. It was still 4 when I clicked live. I know it was because I'm reading the timer right now. I was not late, Gary. You crazy, man. Good. Clean the house in the portfolios. Discord member chat. Let's check it out right now. Dang, man, this guy's crazy. R.A. Haas. Thank you very much for clicking the subscribe button on the channel right now. If you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure to click the subscribe button as well and get your name up at the top of the screen right there. Dude, this guy right here, absolutely ripping. So his Roth and long-term retirement portfolio combined to give out a $480, I think that says $88 total dividend on the month, and then an additional $551 in premiums for selling covered calls, and looks like, what is that? One cash secured put down there at the bottom in Mara? I think that might be one cash secured put down there. Holy smokes. 551. Frank, you're above $1,000, right? Frank, is that above $1,000? I'm pretty sure you're above $1,000 monthly income on your covered calls and your dividends right there. Yo, bro, it's better. What's going on? Harpa Singh, what's going on, man? Why you got a broken heart there? Usually, you have a pre-launch 15 minutes before. Yeah, good news, Gary Gnu. It's true. I don't know if I can do that anymore with dual streaming output. I can't schedule it like that, and it's very weird. I got to click just go live. So, I mean, technically, I click go live, and you guys might have that loading screen for a couple minutes there, which might not be a bad idea. But, you know what? We'll try that next week. I'll just leave you guys up with that loading screen for a couple minutes and see if that's a little bit better than just doing it. 6 a.m. in Sydney. Harple Singh, man, my goodness, 6 a.m. It is 4:05 p.m. in Ohio right now. All of Ohio is 4:05 p.m. I don't think... There's no portion of Ohio that's in a different time. 4:05 in all of Ohio. Bro, just bought that dip. Already up on Bitcoin. $64,000 buy order. Long time, bro. Love you, my brother. PS5 Future Gaming. Holy smokes. PS5, man. I gotta ask you. The fact that you bought that dip is epic. What's going on, Moji? How you doing, man? Yes, it is. 1,000+ income. I love it, Frank. I love it. All right, let me ask you this, PS5 Future Gaming, because I thought you were long gone, man. The last trade that I know that you did, you bought a ridiculously leveraged trade on Cashapp. You bought it long, and you bought it at like 4.8 or 4.2 cents. Did you close that out? Or did you ride that up like 5x and your 500x leverage trade? Then you're up like 10,000x on that Cashapp trade. PS5 Future Gaming, man, that was the last thing you had said, is that you got into Cashapp. Hold on, I gotta pull it up here. Yeah, dude, the last thing I remember is we were talking about Cashapp, and it was, oh geez, where was it? It was like right here on this dip, maybe. This dip might have been this dip. It looks like it was this dip right here. It was in this dip area right here, dude. It had dipped down, and you had the perfect entry on Cashapp. You had bought it on leverage right at the bottom of that dip, and it never looked back. Dude, I've been wondering for like the last 6 months, did you capitalize here? Did you take that trade? What leverage was it? Did you ride it all the way from 4 to 18 cents? What was going on that trade, man? Because that was an epic entry on the fact that you were in heavy leverage at the very bottom of that dip. And if you don't want to tell us, you don't have to tell us, man. But that's the last thing I remember talking with you about. So you go back to normal, problem solved. Yeah, but okay, the problems would be solved in terms of scheduling, absolutely. But what would I do with the additional 100 to 120 subscribers that each live stream gains while it's in vertical mode? What do I do with those guys? Those guys want to be bros too, don't they? Holy Alexis sighting. We've got one right now. Pff, this ain't normal view. Pff, this ain't normal view. Pff, this is better than normal view. This is vertical view. Jasper, Goofy, and I say hello, everyone. What is going on, Kenneth? Glad to have you. Clay's been talking to PS5 for 10 minutes, and he's no longer in the stream. Dang it, if PS5 came in to say hello, and then PS5 left, and he's not in the stream right now, I'm going to start crying. Seriously, the last time I talked to this guy, he was buying Cashapp on that dip. He bought it at the absolute low. It was a perfect entry. He bought it on ridiculously high leverage. I mean, he could have ended up making like a 500x gain if he held it all the way up to 18. That's all I wanted to know. Tell him to suck it up, Buttercup. Oh, man, I'm going to have to remember that good news with Garrick Nude next time somebody says they don't like this vertical view. They might be told, suck it up, Buttercup. Hey, bro. Scythe, what's going on, man? How you doing? This view sucks for desktop people. Time travel 2100, that I would agree. I don't think there's any way around that, actually. I don't know if YouTube supports a vertical version desktop view. So I actually do agree with that part. Is anybody else using desktop out there? Or are you guys all on your phones right now? So I think I'll have the option spreadsheet with a monthly income and cumulative income field. I dumped all Defiance products. I dropped a few yield max and shaved my 08 arcade position to only 20 in the long-term retirement portfolio. Very, very nicely done, Frank. Vertical sucks. That is all. I have spoken. Tim, man, glad to have you in the chat, and glad to know that you do not like the vertical view right now. YouTube likes it, so we're going to milk it as long as we possibly can. Hello, Clay. Sebastiano Giustanini. Glad to have you in here, man, and even love that name better. Or even love that name, man. I'm on laptop. Good news. Gotcha. That's why Gary doesn't like this view. I like desktop better than the phone. Alexis, for this version or for the other version? All right, Godfather. Give me some good news on SHIB, so I'm not stressed all weekend. AJ, direct good news on Shiba Inu Coin is that right now, it's just following the overall market. The pullback you're seeing today, man, it should not stress you out directly because of Shiba Inu Coin. I mean, look at this. Dude, even GameStop ripping lower today, lost 4.5%. AMC lost 5.5%. Shiba Inu Coin down here. Look, dude, SHIB was down like 20% a minute ago, man. Look at this. What are we talking about stressed out? SHIB came down, and I didn't even put this line on here today. I don't know when this line was put on here, but it came down here and touched this line beautifully, and it's currently bouncing back off and moving to the upside. Shiba Inu Coin was down like 20+%, man. Now it's sitting here at a 12% loss. So SHIB already bouncing back nicely at the moment, but yes, it is down heavy today to 24.26. Is it because of Shiba Inu Coin? No. It's because of the overall market, man. Bitcoin dropping to $65,000, already back up to $67,000. Here's the crazy thing, man. Does this even look that bearish? This chart does not look bearish at all. This is simply a test of resistance, a test of resistance, a test of resistance, and a pullback because it didn't break. This is not that big of a deal in terms of, bearish chart activity. It's simply Bitcoin testing a high, testing a high, testing a high, and not being able to break it. We were here just about, 8 days ago, and pulled back, rebounded beautifully. What are we going to do this time? We might come back down and test $63,000, $64,000 levels of support here and channel in this area for a minute. But we're still testing all-time highs on Bitcoin. This chart has not even begun to curl over yet. Now, if we break through this level, we wick down below the 60,000 level, okay, you guys can start to get not a little nervous, but a little more cautious, or I guess a little bit more willing to play to the downside at that point. But man, just a rejection off the all-time high, I wouldn't get too terribly concerned about that. Overall market just having a little bit of a pullback today. Not something that you guys... Oh, you could see that. Yeah, you guys could see that. You could see it on the bottom left-hand... Yeah, in the middle of the screen right there. I was like, darn it, dude. Did I do it again? Did I do it again? I guess I didn't do it again. PS5, Future Gaming, man. You really... Dang, he even changed his name back to PS5 Future Gaming. His name was PS5 Future Crypto. I don't know if PS5 Future Gaming still... He might have got blasted on his leverage positions. Come on, PS5. Where Dark Soshi? That is a very good question, man. Dark was here this morning, but he wasn't first. I think Mr. Enormous was first. And he was in here, but briefly. And he was definitely not first this afternoon. I don't know. Let's see. What's the best bank card to buy crypto? My bank keeps denying my transactions. Time travel 2100. I actually have no idea, man. Okay? Every single time that I try, it bothered the crap out of me. When I was trying to use my card to buy on crypto.com. And they were being extremely stupid. I would literally call them, and I would say, yes, I am trying to buy cryptocurrency right now. They'd be like, okay, well I set it up so you have a 30-minute window where you can use that website because this is often associated with scams. And, dude, don't be an idiot. Let me use my card wherever I want to use my card. And then if I call in and tell you that somebody didn't use my card right, then you fix it. But... I don't know, man. I really don't know the answer to that. If any of you guys do, please help out Time Traveler. What is his name? Yeah, Time Travel. This dude's stressing me out already just with his name. But I really don't know the answer to that, man. My bank gave me the same exact problem. JB, take profits, watch the charts, reinvest, lather, rinse, and repeat. Just for funsies and play the volatility in Bitcoin Cash, waiting for MFR to really tank and roll back in. Perp 2, totally financial advice. There you go, Tim. Ralph says, when you have a second, please share your opinion about ICP and AMP. They seem to be just treading water, and they probably are. As the overall crypto market just treading water a little bit. Clay PS5 responded. There we go. There we go. What did he say? Let's see. Clay bro, remember what you told me? Not financial advice. Took profit and riding it up. It's all the love and appreciation I get from you all, my brothers, my family. PS5. I love it, man. I love it. PS5 is in here, and he's still doing very good. PS5, glad. I'm very, very glad, man. Honorarium has a nice little bounce since 3E16. Honorarium going back up. Dang, man, I've got a splitting headache down the right side of my head right now. I don't know why. It might be because I'm hungry. I didn't drink that much water today, but I don't know if that would be it. Crazy headache. It feels like, bam, somebody punched me in the side of the head. Let's see here. Honorarium. A little bit of a bounce. Not too much of a bounce here. 3E16 sold off 3 or 4 days ago now. And it's begun to bounce just a little bit. Maybe a 10% total gain from the absolute low there. So, yes, Honorarium not doing too bad at the moment. Coming back down to the chat. Tim, I meant you aren't afraid of walking from the stream. Tim, I meant you aren't afraid of walking from the stream due to vertical view. Tim ain't afraid of nothing, man. You guys are all in here, and you all love vertical view. Happy Friday, Clay, bro. Boom, Gene White, glad to have you. Dracovan has a credit union. All right, you might be better off than a bank there, especially if they don't block your cryptos. Can't buy crypto and overdrafting on your account. Is that it? Is that it? Gotcha, Paul. That must have been the hang up, man. That must have been the hang up. Paul, you did it, man. You did it. I guess we're not allowed to buy crypto if we're buying more than the balance that's available in our bank accounts. Man. Paul, where were you the last time I was trying to buy and got denied, man? Etc. for migraines. I don't know if it's a migraine. I don't know, man. It just feels really weird. Clear, bro. This is one of the earliest signs of mini stroke. I'm not having a stroke right now. It's just a headache. Kenneth, thank you very much for the super chat. Ken says, any updates on the burns from Lucy or the ecosystem? Literally 0 updates from the ecosystem team. 0 updates from Lucy. I have not seen any updates from anybody associated with the Shiba Inu Coin marketing team or ecosystem team, unless we're talking updates about Shibarium. We're talking updates about Bone. We're talking updates about that stupid Solana killer token that they have built on Shibarium. And you know what? Let's just see where that token's at right now. Let's see what it's doing. Oh, this one. Yeah. Solana killer. Down today. $3 million. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Just leave that up there for a second. Ugh. Scossum, thank you very much for the super chat. Scossum says, glad to see the pre-halving dump. This is good. Everything going according to plan. Let's see. I used to get them. Found out from my doctor. I've had 3 mini strokes in the last 15 years. My God. Gary, why would I be having a mini stroke right now? This dude's making me freak out. Dude, couldn't it just be the fact that I have a glaring light right in the right side of my head for countless hours a day? Gosh, couldn't you come up with something that a little less concerning? Just give me like a glaring ring light, LED, just throbbing into my brain all day long. Why you gotta tell me I'm out here having mini strokes, man? He's worrying me all day long. Timmy, thank you very much for the super chat. Tim says, time travel. I use Moneyline. It's an online bank, but you have to have a virtual card. I use my virtual card to buy in. You get cash back on all buys that are $10 plus. Holy smokes. Well, dude, check out Moneyline then. Not only, dude, if you're getting money back on your crypto purchases as well, Tim's making money every which way, dude. He's getting money on his purchases. He's making money on his trades. He's making money when he's buying the crypto. He's making money even if he's losing the crypto. Dang, Tim, you're actually doing pretty well, man. No crypto-induced strokes until the bear markets are... yeah, I will not be having a crypto-induced stroke anytime soon, man. We're going to be doing good. How sweet. Day trader. Audra Noel. Rensu. No. I typically do not day trade, okay? If I'm sitting here and I'm watching the charts and something really catches my attention and it's like, day trade me, please, I will. I'll have no issue buying in and taking a little bit of a profit there. But honestly, if I'm going to be day trading, it's because I'm just sitting here watching it and want to get in, want to get out. I would consider myself more of a longer-term swing trader or someone who is just sitting here accumulating and willing to hold crypto for the long term. So a lot of guys in here do day trade. A lot of guys in here do that. We look at the charts. We break down levels of support, levels of resistance. We can look at moving averages, technical indicators, whatever you want to look at. Absolutely. But everybody's got a different strategy, right? Day trading makes me just a little bit, I don't know, too amped up, man. I don't know. I'm excited as it just as it is. And then when you add in the stress of day trading, it takes it too far for me, man. So I don't like that part. But in Gary's... oh, my God. What is this? Circuit more often than that in this market. I don't... having strokes, right? Gary's just having strokes more often than that. And this, yes, he's having strokes. Is that what we're talking about? What is it? I just need some water. I don't know if Moji and I are talking about the same thing. I don't know if Moji and I are talking about the same thing here. Oh, jeez. How long do you think meme coins last in the future if they will perform really well like now? So, Fat Shady. Like, if you're talking about all meme coins just going up in value for the long term, no. Okay, the vast majority of meme coins pump and dump. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to get out before they dump or get out while it's dumping. So, no, I'm not one of these guys that thinks all meme coins are only ever going to go up. Now, do I think that meme coins will always be around? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's like asking, do you think people are always going to be interested in memes? Yes. Are people going to be interested in jokes? Yes. Are people going to be interested in irony or sarcasm? Yes. Dude, people are interested in entertainment. And so therefore, I do think that meme coins will always be around. Could be allergies. Steven, it probably is allergies, man. I'm allergic to cats. My biggest allergy on the planet. And I've got a cat that loves dude, she loves cuddling, snuggling, rubbing her face on my face, and watching me die. So, yes, it is most likely allergies. Oh, God, thank you for somebody telling me that I'm not having mini strokes here. Whew! Just having Coinbase isn't having issues buying in these dips. Yeah, Brian, that's a really good thing. Timmy! Money Lion isn't a terrible stock either. Let's see their stock. All right, let's go over to Weeble real quick. Yes, this view. And then Money Lion. Money Lion right here. Ooh, not a terrible stock, dude. This daily looks extremely good, especially since mid-2023 there, going from $14 to $78 a share. Wow. Okay. 1 for 30 split. That's what I figured. These guys were probably a SPAC. Looks like this SPAC came out in 2020. Yep. Looks like this SPAC came out in 2020. Had some nice volatility to the upside. Dropped back down. And then whoosh, came way down here. So, you know, the SPACs are weird in the sense that you never really know if they're going to be overpriced, underpriced, the same as an IPO. So, yeah, dude, this has been a very, very good stock since mid-2023 here. Has been bouncing beautifully, 10x gains since the bottom at about a $7.50 point up to the current levels of about $78 per share. So, Money Lion actually looking pretty good in terms of last year's performance on the graph there. Overall, dude, if you bought in on the SPAC IPO there, no, that would have been a terrible one. But right now, still looking very good. I'm gonna come back out here and put this screen on. I don't want to look at this Solana killer coin. This is the coin that the ecosystem team and Lucy are backing like crazy, and it seems to me like everybody's just losing money on it. So, I don't know. You guys can pull something back out. There's something else up if you want. We'll put it on there for now. Let's see. Gonna catch up with the Super Chats. Tim says, the stress of trading. No balls, no bravos. I'll be retiring in Ireland from a bear market. If you want the fruit, shake the trees or wait for scraps. Wait for those. I don't want to wait for scraps, man, but I guess I'll shake the tree, Tim. I'm going to shake the tree. They should have been aware. Oh, they should have been aware of the Coinbase Layer 3. It has been in the news for over 6+ months, if not longer. Hey, bro, just wanted to let y'all know that I'm going to be taking a break for a while. I'm not doing well mentally and need a break. Dial-up survivor. Everybody needs a break every now and then, okay? Do whatever you have to do to get yourself back together, to refresh, to rejuvenate. Please know that we will definitely be here, and you are welcome here any time you want. If you just want to come hang out, all right. If you just want to listen and not type, All right, but we will always be here, and you are always welcome here whenever you want. Paul Shine, thank you very much. Look at this, man. This is what I like to see. All right, we got 311 people in here, and Streamlabs is telling me that that is Paul's very first super chat. Paul, thank you very much for sending that super chat. I would like you guys to say thank you as well. You guys do not have to ever send a super chat, anything like that. If you want to help, share the live stream. Share a video, click the subscribe button, all of that good stuff. But Paul, man, thank you very much for that super chat. If you guys could give Paul a shout out for sending his very first super chat ever, I would love that there. And Paul, thank you very much for that, man. Laxmi, we will look at Bonk, okay? I'd rather have Bonk on the screen than that other one we were just looking at. Finally added some Solana in my portfolio, so finally saw the price I was willing to get in at. Very nice. It's awesome. And definitely a dip, knowing that it was recently at $220 a coin. Let's see. Bonk. Let's see where Bonk's at right now. Woo! Big old dip on Bonk today. 20% decline, man. All right. Let's check. Ooh. I'll tell you what. Listen, fool me once, fool me twice, fool me thrice. Okay? If Bonk ever comes back down to these lines right here, I am buying Bonk, and I am buying it, a lot of it. If it ever comes back down to these lines. But Bonk is on a very large discount right now. Down about, what is this? I don't know, 66% or so over the last month and a half. So Bonk is definitely coming back down, but I don't know if it'll ever get to these levels. So it has a major level of support at the current level that it's at, right? Tapped it here, resistance. And of course, it's tapping it again today as everything is getting hit very, very hard. Man, I thought it was at $160. It's at $150. Solana down pretty big today. Might have to add some more Solana too. If it falls through that level, I'd be watching this level very, very closely on Bonk. Okay, trended here for a little bit after ripping up beautifully. And you only got one line in the sand if it does fall through that level, and that's right in here in this area, 5 zeros and a 3-9. So Bonk, heavy, quick gains as Solana was ripping up end of last year. Bonk coming down and testing some support lines right now, so could be a decent buy-in opportunity. Alexis loves cookies. Is there anybody in here that does not like cookies? I would be willing to say that everybody likes cookies. Not every cookie. I get it. There's flavors you don't like. But I don't think there's anybody that just flat out doesn't like cookies. Welcome to the insane asylum. Yes, Paul, welcome, man. I love it. So, Clay, what is the reason for all of the red today? Jeffrey, honestly, man, I do not know. Okay? It is red across the stock market. It is red across the crypto market. I don't know if people are anticipating something to do with the inflation ticking back up and potentially putting off interest rate decisions and interest rate cuts. I really don't know if that's the reasoning, and kind of that just spooked investors even more. If it was only crypto specific, I would say it's people gearing up for the Bitcoin halving and kind of taking a step back. The more conservative traders, unaware of what's going to happen, and therefore the uncertainty causes them to sell off. And that's okay, right? Conservative traders don't have to hold through every single volatile moment, and the Bitcoin halving should lead to volatility. They might miss out on some gains, but they're currently creating some losses if that's the reasoning. I wish I knew why the majority of people were selling today, but I mean, unless I conducted some sort of a multi-million person poll, I probably wouldn't know. Greetings from Miami. Any idea what's going on with the market? All it does is fall and fall and fall. There seems to be a lot of manipulation by big companies. Julio. Hopefully I was able to answer that question in what I was just talking about there as to why all of the red today. I don't know a direct reason. I wouldn't necessarily call it I wouldn't necessarily call it manipulation, though, man. I really wouldn't. Over 14,000 in Shiba Inu, almost at 1,000 days holdings. Holy smokes, David, man. Very nice. Hey, bro. Bought $500 of Solana just a few minutes ago at a 15x at 131. Thoughts? Holy crap, dude. Did you get it at 131 and it's already up to 150? You bought the absolute bottom of that dip? My goodness, dude. You guys are good. Solana sitting here to 153, and you would have just gotten in at one. Oh yeah, you could have. You could have gotten in right here, man. Look, you got in at an excellent level of support. The daily graph on Solana has been crazy beautiful since the end of last year. There's no denying that, right? Just nothing but gains. But anything that goes up this fast can see some very dramatic losses and very quick losses. So coming back down to these levels, you are finding a little bit of support that it had back in here as it created it at the beginning of March. If it breaks down through that, you probably shouldn't. You're probably going to get margin called if it breaks down through that. But, you know, your next line of resistance is honestly going to be all the way back up here at about $167 to $170. So not a bad buy at all on a very, very short-term trade. If you're looking at the 5 minutes, what's it? Oh, man. If you're looking at the 5-minute chart of Solana here, you got in at an excellent dip buy opportunity, man. Excellent. I would be slightly concerned, though, if it doesn't break back up above this level, because this is a major decline, a major breakthrough of support, and if it comes back down and starts to curl over here and breaks this little area at 150, I mean, you could easily wick back down to those levels that you just got in at. So I'd be a little bit more conservative. Zaraki, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate everybody clicking that subscribe button. John J, thank you very much for my first super chat. Meow. 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 John J. What a liar, man. What a liar. John J says that's your 5 millionth super chat. Just kidding. It's not 5 million super chat, but I know it's not your first one. John J, man, thank you very much for that super chat. Inflation up equals cryptos up. Didn't happen. LMI. Why would higher inflation mean that cryptocurrency should go up? In my line of thinking, higher inflation would mean that cryptocurrencies should probably go down. So what's the line of thinking there? That higher inflation would mean higher crypto prices. SHIB broke to the downside on the charts. LMI, that it did. Everything breaking to the downside on the charts today. War against Iran and Iraq. That's why. Really? Huh. I don't know. I'm not seeing any updates on that right now. Hopefully, dude, hopefully these idiots just stop fighting. All of you idiots out there that want to argue and fight, just stop. Seriously. Just stop. I can guarantee you that will end all of the wars. Because you who fight, I get it. Somebody instigates it, you gotta shut it down. Fighting might be necessary. But if you're out there provoking somebody so much that you know it's going to result in a fight, you are an idiot. Especially if you're fighting somebody that you know you're going to lose against. So, yeah, don't be an idiot. Don't start no more wars. Timmy! Thank you very much for the super chat. Tim says, I smile every time I look at my pile of Solana at $19. Holy smokes. Tim, dude. I remember, Tim, when you took a little bit of your profit when Solana crossed that $100 mark. And, I mean, that was phenomenal, dude. That was phenomenal. Solana had such a beautiful rise. I am so glad that you were able to take advantage of that rally, man. You did awesome. When will it get back up? Lorenz, probably very soon. I don't think that this is like the start of a bear market or anything. I truly think it's a dip. Now, I'll say this, okay? It could lead to a bear market if political uncertainty here in the United States surrounding the election causes people to do stupid things that they normally wouldn't do, and people begin to sell off because they have no idea what is happening. I mean, that is the only way I can see us spiraling into a bear market. Some of that can be perpetuated by poor political decisions that cause inflation to continue moving up. Inflation has begun to tick back up, right? A lot of you guys might blame it on policy. A lot of you guys might not blame it on policy, and you might look at corporate greed or whatever you guys are looking at to determine inflation statistics. So if inflation does tick back up to no matter what your guys' reasoning for, that part I actually don't care about. It could just be exacerbated by the election. If inflation ticks back up, we could spiral back down into a very poor market situation. So, yes, it is possible, but today's move alone, to me, does not dictate being worried or anything like that. It does not mean that I shouldn't be worried about what happens tomorrow, the next day, in the future, but today, dude, it's just it's a blip on the chart right now. Let's see. Hey, Clay Bro, got my new work truck last week. Holy cow, it reaches really far. Posted a picture. Tim, man, aren't you afraid that truck's going to tip over? I can see the picture right there, but aren't you afraid that truck's going to tip over the more you push that cherry picker out? Hurrah, bought a spot coin. Hi, me bits on 001 or 1690. What should I do? Not financial advice. I gotta see if I can figure this out. What did I miss? Why the market crashed? The famous ones, I actually don't know. So Travis, I don't do any active trading on the screen. I don't talk typically about, or I don't partake typically in day trades. But if you have any questions, if you want to look at a stock, if you want to look at a crypto, anything like that, man, we can break it down. We can look at entries, we can look at exits, all of that. But I'm not one of those guys that, just tries to open a fake account and show you $1 million on the screen and we go open trades or anything like that. Yes, I absolutely do trade. Yes, I absolutely, do own stocks and cryptos and so on. But I do not display my balances. I do not display up to the minute trades or anything on this channel. But if you want to look at a specific asset, we will absolutely look at it. I'm not trying to sway you either way in anything that you buy or sell or anything like that. How do I feel? I bought 10 million before the crash. 10 million what? SHIB or $10 million worth, man? Still getting still getting your SHIB tattoo. There you go, the famous ones. I like it. Your experts saying the historical data indicates that investors might need to brace themselves for possible downturn in the commencement of rate cuts. I wouldn't be terribly concerned. Doji pattern. I'm going to get to Tim's super chat in a second here, but I certainly would not be concerned about rate cuts leading to a downturn, okay? It could lead to some volatility, yeah, but rate cuts are a very, very good thing when it comes to stock and crypto prices. It would be a bad thing for bond prices. Okay, so I don't know if these experts that you're looking at are talking about the bond market, but rate cuts mean that money is cheaper. When money is cheaper, people are more willing to borrow. When people are more willing to borrow, they're typically borrowing to do one of two things. invest it in another asset, or spend it. Buying a car, buying a house, and so on. Something that they need to borrow for. So when money is cheaper in that regard, people are more willing to borrow and spend. If they're more willing to borrow and spend, that stimulates the economy. And when the economy is stimulated, it simply means that more economic activity is happening, and you should see higher earnings, higher company profits, higher, essentially higher wages if companies are performing better. And because of that, if companies are performing better, you might see higher demand and higher job growth as well. So lower interest rates, at the onset of the cut might cause some volatility, sure. But lower interest rates are not a bad thing for stock prices, and they are not a bad thing for crypto prices. Timmy, thank you very much for the super chat. Tim says, as a war fighter, as long as there is 2 people and a rock, there's a war. It's human nature. That's how I made money contracting. Played humans too. Now, Tim, I absolutely agree with you. I really do, man. I really do. And you know what? I don't even think you need the rock, unless you're simply talking about people on Earth, okay? But I really don't even think you need a weapon involved. People in human nature, dude, let me just put it this way and break it down. You guys can agree or disagree, whatever you want to do. We live in a fallen world. Sin has crept in. I am, filled with pride. I am filled with decisions every day that tempt me. So are you. A lot of the sinful nature of humans pits one human against another human. It is the absolute way that it is, and I can guarantee you, Tim, you are 100% correct. War, fighting, hate, it will never end on this planet. And, it is a decision that a lot of people make to just turn and walk away. It's a decision that you actively make, not to fight. So I said, dude, you shouldn't have to back down from one if that decision arises. But don't be the one that provokes it, right? Don't be the idiot spewing so much hate in somebody else's face that you provoke them to essentially start the fight. Never be that fool that spreads hate. Never be that guy that causes a war. Never be that dude that talks down to somebody else. Always be the guy that is trying to build somebody else up. Always be the guy that is spreading love. Even if you and I disagree, which you are allowed to do, you're allowed to be wrong. I'm allowed to be right. It is the way that it is. We don't have to agree on every decision. But I'm telling you right now, man, be the guy that is willing to walk away before being the guy that is provoking and moving somebody towards that war. J-Modes! And if you want to be the guy, be the superhero, super bro. Oh, J-Bones. I'm 2 steps away from passing out, man. Dude, I got such a splitting headache over here, and this dude's making me say, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Yeah. I think about you, J-Bones, every night and day. I spread my wings. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of that, man. That's enough of that. Match crazy with crazy. Anonymous, do it, but don't be the guy that starts the crazy. What the heck are you doing, Clay? David, if you're talking about flying, man, he sent the superhero, super bro. What do you think I'm doing, man? I think he's flying. Jeremiah was right. Moji trying to put the icing on the cake right there. My goodness, dude. You You guys are absolutely ruthless, man. You guys are absolutely I need some more water. That's what I need. Here, piggy, 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 here, piggy, here, piggy, here, piggy, piggy, piggy. Thank you very much. Good news with Garrick New for that pig call right there. Man, you know what you guys need to do? Let me see if I can find something real quick. Oh, wrong one. I need to see if I can find something real quick. It wasn't this exact video, but when you guys get some free time, do it now if you want. Go out there and look at some of this. This is Iowa PBS, right? I think the one that I watched was in Wisconsin. You guys need to see these guys that do these hog calling or pig calling contests. They are really, really good. And it's actually extremely funny. So you guys should check that stuff out if you got a chance, man. Talk about green Bitcoin. Song Yong Shin. Absolutely, man. Green Bitcoin getting hit very, very hard in price today. But right before I do that, I want to teach you guys how to eat a hot dog. The proper way to eat a hot dog is to dip it in your favorite dip. You know, I like queso. I like cheese. Whatever you guys prefer. When you're done dipping that hot dog, you shove it. One bite. Don't take more than one bite out of a hot dog. We're playing, man. We are bleeding here. Oh, fishing there, bet. We're not bleeding, dude. We're not bleeding. Take a look at these prices on the daily, man. We're back just down to where we were. What day is this here? What day is this? The 5th. 7 days ago, man. Last week, last Friday, we were at these same exact prices. We're still doing good. We're still doing good. We're higher than we were last Thursday. Prices are still looking good on the daily, man. Just a little bit of a discount today that we've got going on so far. He's smiling because he's short of the mark. No, I don't have any short positions open right now. I have played plenty of puts in the past. I don't have any short crypto positions open at the moment. The vast majority is in USDT when it comes to cryptocurrency. But that's also unfortunate as well, because I really did not expect the speculation from the Bitcoin ETF to lead to such sustained gains. When Bitcoin started to rip higher back in October of 2023, I was expecting a nice little rally on some speculation, but it continued on, and it continued on, and it continued on for like 3 months until the Bitcoin ETF got approved. There was a little bit of a dip buying opportunity in there, but then it ripped up even higher. So I did miss a little bit of an opportunity to deploy a lot of that USDT into the market. So it's good on dip days like this, but hey man, being a little bit too conservative to pull the trigger when things were speculatively gaining back at the end of last year, I mean, that was a hard decision as well, which clearly could have led to even more gains than what I'm sitting on. So, no, I'm not shorting the market right now, but I'm not as, it's not like I just watched my entire portfolio dump down 18% today because everything's invested in Shiba Inu Coin. It's not like that situation either. SS with drones, thank you very much for clicking the subscribe button. All of you guys, click the subscribe button. Hurrah! Did the dollar chart pump the Bitcoin dump when looking at both charts? Is this the reason for the crypto dump? Calling 70,000 Bitcoin short, not financial advice. Let's see here. I haven't looked at the dollar chart in a long time. Man, the dollar's actually very, very high right now. The dollar pumped beautifully for the last 3 days. And you guys might not be able to see that full. No, you guys can't see that full chart. Now you can. Dollar's in the middle of the screen. The dollar pumped beautifully over the last 3 days. Bitcoin on the daily has not dumped for the last 3 days, but today did. If there was a direct correlation between the dollar and Bitcoin, I get it, right? The dollar becoming more expensive should theoretically make Bitcoin less expensive because $1 would buy more Bitcoin at that point. But I personally don't think that this is much more than a technical rejection off of the all-time high resistance. Yes, Bitcoin had the all-time high set back here on March 14th when it touched 73,826. But tested this level, broke down. Tested this 70,000 level, broke down. Tested this 70,000 level, broke down. I think what we're seeing right now is that battering ram. Traders attempting to break through the $70,000 barrier, and they keep getting rejected. They keep getting rejected by profit taking, by people who are shorting the market. The bulls cannot break it through $70,000. The bears keep pushing it right back down. So I think it's more or less a technical rejection in terms of Bitcoin unable to break up through $70,000 level of support before I would necessarily draw the comparison between the dollar rising and Bitcoin falling there. Let's see. Moji! John A? John J. We got a John A in here as well? Well, whoever needs it, John A, John J. You got the King Turkey right there from Moji to John A. Before alien off of Africa coast gets him. Oh my gosh, dude. John A, dude. Don't let an alien off the coast of Africa get you. John A, John J. Somebody needs it, man. Nobody wants to get alien abducted. GPU to a multi-billion-dollar evaluation. Send it. Dude, the way you pump the GPU, you need to be pumping that TOR now, man. That's what you need to be pumping there. Let's see where GPU is at. Still above $2? Ooh. Ooh, GPU. Oh, my golly bum, dude. Look at this 5-minute chart here. GPU dipping down to $1.50. That is a major discount. Wow. Hey, and you know what? You guys can see, I don't have this chart all marked up here, but you can see that it tested that resistance or that support line beautifully there. You had a little line here that it came down and tested yesterday from these previous all-time highs. Resistance, 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 resistance. Where did it come test today? This is, I'm not making these lines up, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance. We could have put this line on the screen back here as a level that it just couldn't break. You could have put that line right here. Now on the way back down, what's holding up his support? That line right there. Dude, and it's probably going to hit it before it breaks down through. If it breaks down through, you got that little line, but your more, I guess, aggressive level, it's going to be down here at 82 cents. Dude, if it falls below that, if GPU ever comes back down to these levels, I'm in, baby. I am in. It's never going to go back down to 1 cent, man. Come on. I'm not fooling you, and I'm not fooling anybody there. But, yeah, GPU pulling back pretty heavy from those $2.60, $3 levels all the way back down to $1.50. Your hairline is distracting me. It's Yo Z Daddy, man. Don't worry. You will get used to it very, very quickly. Best analogy that I could make, just picture me as Vegeta, dude. Picture me as Vegeta. But if it distracts you, I would say that you probably have some form of ADHD. And I don't know if they make like an adult version of Ritalin or something, but you could probably look into that as well. I should have sold it a month ago and then should have rebought back in. Frozen Sunset. If you are a trader, that would have been a perfect strategy. You know, if your plan is, though, to hold long term, right, you shouldn't really get upset by the intraday price action or the day-to-day activity. So, yes, looking at last month's all-time highs and looking at last month's recent highs in things like Shiba Inu Coin, it's hindsight's 2020, right? So you're looking at those recent highs and saying, well, dang, dude, I should have sold, and then I could have easily bought twice as much if I would have bought back in today. Well, you could still say that. Dude, next week we might be down even lower, and you might be saying you should have sold today and bought back in next week. So you just never know what tomorrow's price action is going to bring. Do not beat yourself up over missed opportunities, because tomorrow will always bring another opportunity. Hey bro, possibly look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. Would appreciate your opinion on a spot buy order, not financial advice. Where am I going to see the Bitcoin dominance chart at? PS5? Where am I going to see that at? If it's on Dex Tools or CoinMarketCap, sure, we can pull it up. Where do you want me to see it at? Healthy pullback. Bender. Very, very healthy pullback in GPU. Clearbro, do you think SWFTC will make a run finally? I think we looked at this last week, right? SWFTC. Yeah, we looked at this like last week. Let's see where we're at here. Yes, it absolutely could. So I knew we looked at this chart here. And I don't know when we put these lines on the screen, okay? But look at what it is doing today. It is bouncing off of this line perfectly right here. It is coming down and testing that 0.005 level, that half a cent mark that we got from here. Support, 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 support. Now, if this level gets broken, I would not be buying the dip until you either saw a bounce off of this wick right here at 0.04, or you wait until it comes back down to launch price and you're buying in at 0.03. Okay, I would be very, very cautious of a breakdown below this level of half a cent. If it bounces back off, hey, you're very, very likely to come back up and test that 0.07 level based on that channel right there. And I thought we looked at this last week, but I had completely forgotten seeing that. Can you guys see those lines on vertical view? I can't really see those lines. Do you guys see the lines on vertical view? I don't see those blue lines on my Streamlabs output. You guys see those blue lines on your vertical? Mr. Tez laughing as I gaze on my $22,000 per coin Bitcoins. Newbies are freaking out. Honorarium Paul launch is close. Get it while it's affordable. And actually, it's on one of the best dips that it's ever been on since moving up after the CoinMarketCap listing there. Osmain, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate everybody clicking that subscribe button. Listen, if you are brand new to the channel, I go live twice a day, every day during the week, unless, of course, something comes up and I'm not able to make it. I am live at noon. I am also live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be ending this one here very, very shortly. So if you guys could click the subscribe button, get your name at the top of the screen, I would absolutely appreciate it, man. Have you seen the new coin APU? I have not seen APU. Let's see. APU. I'm assuming we're talking about this one right here, right? Got ourselves another little bit of a Pepe deal. That's a very nice graph, though, dude. Man. Beautiful graph. No, this is my first time seeing it. But that is a very nice graph there. Running up, bouncing, running up, bouncing, running up very, very nicely since the beginning of April here. And literally, like, man, 10xing just from these levels right here to get up to where it's at right now. Going from a $17 million market cap to a $177 million market cap. That is a very, very nice graph right there. See you guys later. How in the world at 5 p.m. Need more cowbells, man. Have a great weekend, brothers. Absolutely. David, I'll try to talk about Deegan in another live stream, man. It is after 5 o'clock. I still got videos to get ready for this evening. I would appreciate everybody. Get your names in the chat right now. We can do some shout outs on the way out. If you have not clicked on the subscribe button, hey, we'll pull up Deegan so you can watch it on the way out, but I don't know if I can do a full analysis on it or not. It's going to take a minute to do. So Deegan sitting right here. I think you might be talking about this one that's 11 months old at the moment. 5 zeros and a 33. And, well, trying to regain the old all-time highs. Finding resistance, okay, where it had support before. So you can see back here in May of 2023, support down at this 5 zeros and a 5 level. Coming up, testing it, using that as resistance. But it's pulling back pretty heavy today along with the overall market. Hopefully, if you are in Deegan, it is able to keep up this ascending trend line right here. I would be a little skeptical if it comes back down below this trend line, or of course if it does fall below this level of resistance, finally broke up through either one of this, maybe this intersection right here. Just be a little careful with it. We'll do the shout outs, guys. Please click the subscribe button on the way out. Oi, man, have a great day. David, see you later. Joe, bro, see you later. Oath Main, have a good one, man. Oh, yeah, oi, good news, see you later. Have a great weekend. Moji, have a great weekend. Oi, David, Pudgy, man, what's going on? Pudgy, have a great weekend. Moji, see you later. Oi, we got PS5 Future of Gaming. Show the chart. We'll look at it the next live stream. PS5, I promise. David, see you later. Tim, have a great weekend. David, Gorilla, Warner, Mackey, enjoy it. Good news, Gary New. We got David, Master, Moji, Anonymous, David, Nufo, Puto, Shiba Inu, Puto, Ahoo, Nufo, man. See you later. PS5, have a great one. Bender, see you later. Alex, Moji, David, all of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, Pudgy, Alex, Joe Bro, Artnat, oi. Hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day. Timmy! Thank you very much for the super chat. Tim says, trade. Make money and score the honeys. Yes, Tim, but you need to make sure that you score a honey who likes you for you, not just a honey who likes your money. You gotta get both advices on that one. And yes, but Tim is right, man. Trade, make as much money as possible. Do not be afraid to take profits, guys. Shout out to PS5, shout out to Tim, Mr. B, see you later, Alex, Pretty Woman, Alex, all of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me, say it with me. Till the next time, hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day.